Cars USA, yeah!
This is Car Bros Podcast, episode 36. The big...
The big 3-6.
The big...
Thanks, guys.
Someday we won't do it.
We'll think of something clever.
Not anytime soon.
Yeah.
You think you're tired of it, but then one day we won't do it, and you'll miss it. So the joke will be on you.
Yep.
Thank you for being here. Welcome back. Fans, especially patrons, you guys mean a lot to us. We say it every episode.
This time we really mean it, though. Even more so than the last episode.
Yeah, this time we extra mean it hard. If you are interested in becoming a patron, joining the sweet behind-the-scenes community,
Thriving community.
check out the link in the description below, or you can Google Carbros Patreon, which is how I find most things on the internet. Sometimes I won't even type a website into the address bar. I'll just Google
it. Yeah.
the website.
Yeah, same here.
And then click on the website. It was really messed with the way that I use the internet.
It's kind well, never mind. That's a weird, unrelated tangent of that's not car related at all.
You're about to take us off the rails.
It's too late for
Minute 1.5. Here's the thing about the Python programming language.
Bro, you can't just... You got to say it now.
Got to tease it? No. I was just going to say, it's kind of shocking how just being really good at Googling stuff is like some skill that like a lot of people don't have.
Oh, it's a killer
Like
skill.
all the time people ask me like, what, and I'm just like, I just Googled it. Like I literally had no idea how to do something, Googled it for 5 minutes and figured out. And like,
Oh, I thought you meant like literally a skill and like what to type in the search bar.
oh no, it's just like the ability to like know
To look for something.
to look.
I think it's a skill.
Yeah.
Totally. I think most people will agree like a insignificant percentage of your job is Googling shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I bet
Yes.
most people would agree with that.
Yeah.
It's like you just Google.
I use Yahoo.
Don't know how to do something? Just Google it.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Google is just a generic term
For
You could use
various
Alta
search,
Vista.
yeah.
I typically ask G's, etc. Okay. Cars.
I use web crawler.
Driving down here from Northern California to Central California,
What's up?
Here's a phenomenon. I'm going to talk about something that I think most people will not talk about, but I'm going to be real brave
Hot
right
take?
now. This is a real hot take.
Tesla?
Yeah. Tesla and the new Supra. No. The new iPhone, the new generation of iPhones, you unlock it by looking at it. It's like a face scan,
face ID.
whatever thing.
I'm sure Samsungs do it too now.
Yeah, or sure. Most phones now, like that's the hot new unlock tech. And it is very convenient in most cases. It is, but before, the thing it replaced was like thumbprint. Most other phones are like, you put your thumb on the button, it reads your finger, whatever. And for the most part, I like the face scan thing more. But it is crazy more dangerous and inconvenient when you're driving to now unlock your phone.
Yeah.
And text. And, you know,
It's
like,
stuff you're not supposed to do
you know,
while
that's
driving.
That's why I'm being really brave right now.
Yeah,
it's
true.
I'm being very brave talking about this.
Be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Your own downfalls.
He's really
I'm finding my inner strength
Tim
to talk
Tim
about.
Cook is really making it difficult
Yeah.
for you to break the law.
Yeah, here's a message to you, Tim Apple.
Yeah.
Because you're not supposed to use your phone and drive.
Right.
Which means you have to like hold your phone low when you use it. And then so when you unlock your phone, you end up like looking way down
Yeah.
like into your lap to unlock your fucking phone. Whereas before you could do it without looking at it, is your thumbprint.
Yeah.
And so that has like, I've noticed that quite a bit.
It's really putting a damper on your lifestyle.
Yeah, it's messing with my text game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just something I noticed where it's like other people must be experiencing this.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there's an alternative way to unlock your phone unless you want to use the code.
Yeah.
Or some chunk.
If it doesn't recognize your face, it just pops up being like, enter your code.
Yeah,
And,
which I usually end up doing. I'll let it like time out.
Or you can just turn it off completely.
Yeah. Yeah, it's annoying. But
and not have a locked phone.
yeah, that's true.
That's like
that's
boss
risky.
move.
That's
Yeah.
what I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Man.
That's just because my son fucking uses my
Fucking
phone all
rolling
the
that
time,
dice.
but-
Really? You don't even lock your phone? You're just raw dogging it?
Man,
That's
usually.
crazy. Wow.
Your whole life, your identity is going to be stolen.
Yeah, what if somebody steals your phone? And
They could take my identity.
Log into your Facebook, be posting so many racial slurs.
Yeah, they can
buying cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can see all your Facebook car browsing history. Yeah, yeah. Well, anyways, I just want to touch on that because I experience that pain day to day.
The only time it's a problem for me is when I first wake up. You reach for your phone, but you're still waking up, and I only have like one eye open.
Yeah,
and
or like half your face is in the pillow or something.
Yeah, it needs both eyes open, but I'm still squinting.
Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not moving. Yeah.
So anyways, the other day I saw a 98-ish Honda Accord, which is
Sweet.
funny to say. Like those cars are getting like old.
Yeah.
They don't seem old, but the car's like 21 years old.
I'm trying to picture the body style because it's not not the kind I had.
Pretty like generic. The one that came after.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the beginning of the end.
It's one of the more generic looking Accords. But anyways, like I saw one parked, and it had the club on it.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, oh yeah, I forgot about the club.
Yeah.
That's so what was the point of the club? Is just that if you steal the car, you now have this like thing hitting the windshield.
Yeah, you essentially couldn't do a full rotation of the wheel.
So it didn't
like you could only drive it like potentially mostly straight. Yes, right. Or you made like the longest U-turn ever. Yeah, like I don't even think you could make a 90-degree turn.
But you could do like an 80-point turn, right?
I guess we'll have to try it.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah, let's find out.
But it used to be like a very common thing.
Yeah,
I hadn't seen one on a car for a while. And I was just like, damn, that sucks.
Oh, because the Hondas are always stolen.
I mean,
yeah.
So having to use one, you mean?
Well,
or just
like in general, like my car is not that expensive, but I have to be like very careful with it.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's because it's cheap. I have
the
to be
club is funny. It's like a fucking bike lock. Okay, let me run in.
Yeah.
Huge lock. Literally a lock on your car.
Yeah.
It's like running a padlock.
It's such a fucking like bad sign for like a society.
Yeah.
Well, I'm parking my car.
Yeah.
Don't take my car, please.
Drive to a certain part of town, you got to put the club on.
Yeah, that'd be like getting out and putting a like wheel lock on
know,
your
yeah.
car. It's like the same kind of thing. Don't take this. Don't take my car.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do cars just not really get stolen?
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking. Is like, in a way, it can be easy to think that like cars don't get stolen anymore. Like car theft isn't a thing.
Do they?
I'm pretty sure it is still.
I mean, they do.
Yeah.
But it's like it doesn't really affect newer cars.
Yeah, I'm curious how hard it is to steal.
I think it can be done. Obviously,
I remember there was there's always those dumb news reports like
people like
60
hacking,
minutes
whatever.
of like they get like the RFID mirror
right.
thing.
I mean, I'm sure it can be done, but it seems like the level of
It's a pretty high end job, I think, to like spoof a smart key.
right.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You need to be like really into it.
It's
and
not a like
really
coat hanger and wire stripper type thing anymore.
So, which kind of got me looking, like what the top stolen cars were.
Yeah.
Which every year they'd release statistics in the U.S. like the top 10, and it's always the same cars.
Yeah, 98 Accord.
That's like I think that's like
do they
literally.
do they put the years on them too, or do they just say the
they
make
put the
model?
model and they put the most commonly stolen
year.
There's a link on there that you can bring it up.
Sure.
I'm just trying to remember what number one was. I think
Honda Civics.
and I think it's like 98, right? It's like most commonly stolen. Year.
Oh wow, I had a 98 Civic.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I think that's for 2017.
Mine didn't get stolen though.
So I think it's just funny, like in a way, like car theft doesn't really exist unless you happen to own one of these cars.
Unless you happen to own one of the most common cars ever.
But it's still an old car.
Ford pickup? Really? Chevy pickup? That's crazy.
Yeah, those kind of cars have always. The list has always kind of been the same. But I think it's just those cars are the easiest to strip, and there's so many around. There's always a demand for the parts.
It's just like the market is steady.
The thing that's
Right.
standing out the most to me is like 2017 Toyota Camry is like the most stolen year of the Toyota Camry.
The thing that stands out to me is Nissan Altima.
Yeah.
2016 Nissan Altima. Just go fucking
Yeah.
buy one for $0 down.
Yeah. No credit needed.
Yeah, so I was looking at that list, and it's kind of some are expected and some are not, but I don't really know. But also, some of the numbers are pretty small.
Yeah.
Some of them are like 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, and the high ones are what, like 20-something thousand.
Yeah. Honda Civic is 45,000
So 45,000
and
Civics were stolen in
43,000
2017.
Accords total in 2017.
Oh, and then so one of the things that I was thinking would be funny is if like Honda or whatever like started putting that in their ads.
Oh.
Like Honda Civic, most stolen car.
Like selling.
Or even just
Yeah,
like even if it's like most improved like technology, like stolen. Now that they have smart keys, and stuff, like
straight
just like
stolen.
like weird
Thieves
like,
love the Civic.
number one in like thefts 20 years
most
running.
desirable. Yeah.
Your family will love the Civic, and the guy who steals it from you will too. Like,
Yeah.
some sweet commercial. Damn, we could probably make something like that. Then she's like handing him the keys.
Yeah, because I
It's
think
a V6.
Because I think Civic's been number one, or Civic or Accord has
Yeah.
probably been number
Yeah,
one
for
like
years, yeah.
30 years. Or
We should do
something.
a video where like this mom or something like family likes the car and they're talking about all like benefits and features, and then like they go to bed and someone steals it,
And
like they just keep talking about the benefits and features, and he's like experiencing them as he's driving.
Yeah.
Like
Not
the rear
bad.
leg room and stuff, and he's like, yeah.
It's like a voiceover, and he's like, yeah.
He's like picking up some other like thug.
Yeah, they just like keep going. It's like it's got room for all your like this.
Your whole squad.
He's like throwing a like dead hooker in the trunk. And like, whoa.
And ends with them like pouring gasoline all over it and lighting it on fire.
He's sweet.
It's like it shows like the airbags going off.
Yeah, he like crashes it into like a fire hydrant.
I'm okay.
Running from the cops or something.
He's able to get out and keep running.
The resale value of the seats.
Yeah. They lived. Whatever, like that kind of thing. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Yeah, that is.
Yeah, mostly it's just interesting because like that, it seems to, obviously it affects cars that are not that valuable for
Right.
the most part.
Yeah.
Because like say if that 98 Accord that I saw, like say that if that thing does get stolen, the owner's probably like fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're
Because
driving
like,
a 98
I mean like it
Accord,
affects like the people that are driving cheaper cars the most.
Yeah.
Which kind of doesn't make sense, but
Right.
it's like, you can drive a nice car and be fine, but if you drive a cheap car, watch
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
People want it bad.
that's how it goes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not driving a 98 Accord by choice.
Usually
Unless
not.
you're
Unless
like
you're
us. Well, 98, I don't know. 97, sure.
And it's like you probably don't have full coverage. Maybe you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just knowing that you drive a commonly stolen car, but otherwise you probably wouldn't.
Right.
So it's like if that thing gets stolen, it's fucked.
Yeah, that's why you get a club, bro.
That's why. That's why
That's why
you
you
get
put
the
your
club.
bike lock on it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't there wheels that are super common to
Yeah.
steal
So
on
my
newer cars?
Eric, who listens to this,
Sup, Eric?
so we mentioned him a couple times.
Yeah.
He sent me the Next Door app. I don't know if you guys know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
that is. It's like a neighborhood.
Like a neighborhood thing.
Yeah.
So just like people in the neighborhood keep tabs on whatever, sell stuff,
Yeah.
or like
Neighborhood watch.
Like anyone, it's essentially like an online neighborhood watch.
Really?
But he sent me something in his neighborhood up in the Bay Area, where the Honda Accord Sport, like the newer one,
Yeah.
not the brand new one, but like the
previous generation.
2016,
Yeah.
whatever.
They've got that like 5-spoke.
Yeah, like a split
twin
five spoke 19, and there's some like bandit like going around that area, just like stealing the wheels off of those, and just leaving them on blocks.
Yeah.
Dang, those are Hot Wheels. They are. It's good design.
Yeah, I mean it's a good
Some
looking
good
wheel.
factory wheels, yeah.
but it's just funny that like that's another one of the things like seems like a relic of the past.
Yeah.
Thing.
Oh, the wheels off my Honda got stolen.
Yeah. Or just even general, just seeing a car on bricks.
Yeah, like I wanted those wheels real bad.
Yeah.
Wheel theft is one of those things. They're like anytime a new car comes out and the wheels are like truly dope.
Yeah.
I'm always like, fuck.
Get some wheel locks.
Those will probably get stolen. Yeah, it's like
I think there's been a couple Type R's that have.
yeah.
Oh, I'm
Type
sure,
R is
yeah.
a decent one. Yeah, just any car where it's like, damn, those wheels are.
But the thing with the
hot.
Type R is that those wheels don't really go on anything else.
Yeah. They only
Except
go on
another
other Type
R.
Rs. Yeah.
I mean, they'll technically fit on other cars, but
Yeah.
right.
it's very obvious.
The bolt
It's just
pattern
kind
or
of a
the
specific
size of the
thing.
wheel. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard not to steal Type R wheels
Yeah.
though. Even if I don't have anything to put
It's
it on.
like
I'm walking past.
I'm there.
It's like,
Opportunity
Yeah,
knocks
it's like
at your
the
door.
the car was asking
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah, you gotta
it's like,
jump.
what am I gonna not steal these wheels? Like, come on,
Come on.
You gotta. Decide.
Yeah, I remember.
You're only human.
I remember
Inside
our
the beat.
algebra teacher in high school had a. I think he had like a '99 Integra GSR.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like champagne gold.
Fat Fives, if I remember.
Blades,
correctly.
they're blades.
Blades?
Oh, were they?
They're blades.
dang.
I think the blades were on like 98 to 01.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Everyone. I mean,
Oh,
it's
you're
common.
right. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
common
yeah.
now. Fat
Fat
fives
fives.
were 94 to 97.
Yeah,
Everyone
come on.
knows that.
Let's edit this part out.
So you don't look,
Maintain my
so you don't look
dignity.
like a fool.
So I don't look like a bush league chump.
Yeah, I remember one day in class, I
Junior
can't remember,
varsity.
I remember if he said like he had to like leave a few minutes early or something. It was like, yeah, like the wheels got stolen off my
Oh
car.
no.
And we're like, damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
We were like,
GSR.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A clean set of blades. I mean,
Yeah, we were probably like Fat Fives. He's like, no blades. Totally. Oh man.
Yeah. So, but like I said, that feels like something that would have happened 15 years ago.
Right.
Apparently, it still happens, and that sucks.
Still happens.
Yeah.
We are going to continue with our director's commentary.
Shocking. We're going to keep doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. We're not going to stop.
Yeah.
So, we were joking about like running out of videos to have commentary on and then starting on the podcast.
Commentating on the podcast.
Go back to episode 1.
doing director's commentary on episode 1 of the podcast, like picture in picture with the same fucking table.
Listening to our conversations.
Listening to it and kind of like chuckling quietly.
Oh, that was funny.
That was pretty good.
Or debating our, former, our former selves.
Oh, I remember
I was such an idiot back then.
the audio quality.
I love Bring a Trailer.
Yeah, reasonable. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, enjoy. Okay, Porsche. I say Porsche.
I do too.
Like people think it was a joke. I mean, sure it was a joke.
Yeah.
But like I say Porsche.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. All right.
Come at me.
Porsche 918 Spider versus
Ferrari Enzo. Legendary supercar showdown.
Decent title.
Yeah.
So this, I guess we can say this before. I would say this is probably like our most disappointing video in terms of like what we put into it versus what came out of
because
it.
Because when did this launch? It was like later.
I think it was fall 2016.
Because I remember thinking early in the year, like, man, Gymkhana into this.
Yeah.
We're just gonna like
fucking roll.
Yeah, we're gonna like break the internet.
Right.
And Gymkhana was like an okay
reception. It was about average, about expected, maybe slightly lower.
Yeah, and this was like kind of weak.
Yeah.
This got like 100,000 views or something.
Mostly because of the all the thumbs down it got on YouTube.
I don't know why.
I don't know how far that goes.
Yeah,
but I think it was just a lot of stuff in one video.
It was also kind of long.
Yeah, it was long, but I mean, a lot of people did thumb down it because of the Ferrari. They were fake.
Yeah, I don't know how much that matters.
I mean, there's always that.
It was like SEMA was thumbs down to oblivion.
But I think it was also thumbs up way more. I think the ratio, this was more 50-50,
I think
would say.
part of it, the title probably could have been better.
Yeah.
I mean, the title is good.
The thumbnail also wasn't spectacular.
Kind of gave it away, too.
Well, we just did, it was a thumbnail from footage we shot.
Right.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. There could have been something zanier.
Not to say it's a bad video. It's just
we need like a thumbnail guy that just like he does
we
is
need an SEO.
Yeah.
This video was probably we probably started. I'm trying to remember because we were talking about this a little bit. We've covered kind of how we bought the Fieri.
Yeah.
This video is huge. We bought a car, and made it run.
But I mean, the car
put a bunch of effort into smogging it.
Like late 2015.
When we bought it.
Yeah. I think we bought it almost a year before we filmed.
Right. So like,
if not
this video was brewing.
Right.
Yeah.
Probably for as long as any video we've ever had, really.
And it took crazy amounts of effort to get to the point
where
we could shoot.
Yeah.
And coordinating with the 918. Like, we had access to a 918, kind of.
Right.
Yeah. It's not like we...
As much as you can get access to it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't like, it's yours for a week.
Right.
Like, so, it was kind of a long shot video, but yeah.
I think, we wanted it... I mean, this was supposed to be like the showcase for the Fieri.
Yeah.
Because prior to this, no one had seen this car. I mean, unless
other
you
than
had seen
some, like, eBay ads.
Yeah.
Right. This
articles
like, incredibly stupid car.
This was its unveiling.
Yeah. The idea was pretty. I mean, it was straightforward. It just took a lot of work, but it was essentially because we knew in advance that we would could have access to the 918.
Yeah.
We were like, oh fuck! Like, what if we?
The very original, even motivation to buy the Fieri.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, a big part of it was 918 versus Ferrari. And
Yeah.
So it was like, imagine
this vision.
Because we were early enough in Carbros where it was like, if we could make this insane, imagine if we could pull this video off.
Right.
Like what it would be.
And that was still when like the 918, like the internet was still in love with the 918,
pretty
P1.
It's pretty
Ferrari,
fresh.
LaFerrari.
Yeah. Anyways.
But I guess just going in, Top Gear was the theme. Even down to like the way it was presented.
Our intro, it was very,
But,
Yeah, I actually do like this intro.
Yeah, this intro.
Wonder why it didn't get flagged.
Because I... Go ahead.
All right.
It will become clear. Oh man.
As you can tell, I haven't seen this in a while.
Wait, pause it. Pause it. Coyne, that is not. Coyne played that.
Yeah, I bought a recorder and learned how to.
Yeah.
Learned how to play it well enough.
The Allman Brothers
to do that intro. And there's footage of me learning it.
Is there?
Yeah, I should put that on Patreon.
Yeah.
Okay, that footage is on Patreon.
As of now. As of now, yeah.
As of right by the time this video's out, I'll put that on there. Yeah, I remember recording myself trying to play it. Yeah, I bought a recorder, which you can buy on Amazon for like $3.
Oh, I'm sure.
They're
yeah,
so cheap. They're so cheap. And that intro is like frame for frame.
Yeah,
that's right.
The old Top Gear
style boxes.
Style.
Yeah.
Yeah,
which you probably saw. I like how it has the pressing post.
Yeah, pressing post was pretty sweet.
It's like the
Yeah.
in there.
post.
The Car Bros like zoomed in explosion background on that when it shows like Car Bros.
Yeah.
That's that SpaceX rocket exploding. That's the texture for the fire.
Well, a little bit of trivia.
Yeah, that intro took a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
I spent like a week. Yeah, I'm into that.
Yeah,
like,
just going through all of our old video footage to find like what clips to use is
it was tricky.
Yeah.
Into that sweet macro shot of my mouth.
yeah. Porsche.
It was worth it. Into that shirt.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I was like,
This was another hand painted shirt, right? This was before we
Go back a couple seconds. I can see that close up.
I don't know how to. Here we go.
Pause it again. Yeah. Remember we had this like unnecessarily.
yeah, we were like closer, like grosser. Make it really gross.
Is this a 400 lens or is this just 7200?
I think it was like 100 macro. And I remember we have like 10 takes of me going like sports car and just you like laughing. It was pretty gross.
Shocking.
It's pretty gross. But totally worth it.
Sports car.
Is there any other word in the English language?
Pause it.
Play the intro again.
Yeah, go back and play that couple more times.
the whole thing?
No.
No, but this shirt is the last of our handmade
Shirts, yeah.
Yeah.
Why
Because we learned that you can just fucking iron something
print
on
something and iron
in
it
like
on.
30 seconds. Do you remember the lengths
Yes,
that we went through to get the letters straight?
those letters are
Stenciled,
hand painted. Painted with a brush. With a brush. With a paint brush.
wasted like 3 hours.
Yeah, that was intense. Still have the shirt. There's going to be some epic Car Bros auction at some point.
We could probably
seriously.
make that shirt and sell it. Right?
I have heard
That
someone did something similar to that
And got
long
busted.
ago, and Porsche like went nuts after
Yeah.
him. Yeah, that's the only reason we haven't done that stuff, because those shirts are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we joked around with ideas for that shirt quite a bit.
Did we?
Yeah, I remember it was like,
There were other candidates.
well,
Oh, it's gonna be
because
like
they do like what is it? It's like there's no
substitute. It's
substitute.
gonna be like the
There's no-
ultimate driving.
Yeah, there's
That's
just a
BMW,
bunch of
right?
stuff, and like the Jägermeister, like kind of looks like the.
Yeah.
Like we batted that around quite a bit. I like where we ended
It's
up.
very simple.
I also thought porch could have been pretty good.
Yeah.
Just straight up porch.
Damn, just imagine fucking wearing that at like Rensport or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Or like a Porsche Club America event or something. Just
Yeah.
fucking rolling out
So
with that.
sweet. So sweet. Okay.
We're really funny.
Yeah.
Quite as provocative. Most scholars would agree the answer is no. Standing next to the Porsche 918, arguably one of Porsche's sportiest cars in their current lineup.
You let one slip. You actually said it
But
right.
instead of feeling
That's-
extremely
yeah.
excited,
Argue.
I'm already a little bit concerned. You see, Porsche, like other German automakers, have their roots in aviation before transitioning into making sporty, driver-involved cars. But these days, making a pure driver's car isn't enough. Brands have to make a statement, have an agenda, and take a stand. And if there's any budget left over, maybe make a car that's exciting to drive.
So this video was much more written than any of our others.
Yeah.
Because we
had the time constraint probably.
We had a very limited amount of time with the car.
Yeah.
And so we couldn't. Usually what we do is like, get the car.
Say something.
Like, okay, what are we doing here?
Right.
And so this we had to like, we basically wrote it and like showed the owner and kind of got it approved. And he's like standing off camera, like watching us. So I think there was an element of that too, where it was just a little more
rushed,
like kind of, well, just like forced maybe, than
like,
the other videos.
Yeah, because normally, even if we do plan something out, we'll come up with we'll try something else on the day of. We'll think of something else.
Our sloppiness allows us to be more experimental in the moment, and a lot of times that ends up being funnier. But we just could not do that here.
Given us enthusiasts a car worth lusting over? Or did they let the bean counters in marketing have the final word? Let's find out. You want a one-sentence summary of the 918? Here it is. Porsche has created an eco-friendly platform, packaged it in a sporty costume, and delivered it with the implied promise that under certain driving conditions, you may never need to visit the gas pump again.
Yeah, filming this,
now,
like the driving around portion was like, for me, it probably didn't need to be, but crazy stressful.
Yeah.
Because
you're looking at a camera, not really.
Well, not so much that. It was just
you're
memorizing these fairly complex lines under a time constraint.
While putting around in $1 million.
Driving $1 million car.
Through some like neighborhoods.
Yeah, I recall it being pretty stressful. Even though it didn't need, it just didn't need to be. But I look at it now, I was like, man, I was like cracking under those stress.
BMW i3 and the
I like how the mic is sitting in between your legs too.
Is it?
Or the zoom?
You can see it.
Yeah.
Coupled with a gasoline-powered extender.
Dirty foreign oil.
Anxieties you might have about not having enough juice. And believe me, you're gonna have range anxiety.
I thought about that animation. Like kind of came to me at like 1 a.m. Yeah, and it was one of those things where I was like giggling in bed for like a half hour. It's like the lightning bolts and rainbows and stuff.
Pollutinoids.
Yeah, and the harmful pollutinoids. Oh man.
On electric power only, the total range of the 918 is 18 miles. Now, I thought the Germans weren't known for their sense of humor, but that is one hell of a joke. Now, the hybrid system works well enough, but honestly, the gas range extender is anything but subtle. See what I mean? It's loud and buzzy, and when it kicks on, you know it.
And you can see the...
Now,
I've never noticed that before. You can see the tack jumping around.
Yeah.
And it's like lightning fast because that motor just has like no inertia.
I think that it's a good thing this is a limited production car because, in my opinion, this technology just isn't ready for the mainstream. Honestly, though, this car's problems go deeper than its powertrain. This is a car with an identity crisis. Its sporty characteristics are tainted by its eco-friendly persona. And at the same time, it's not a dedicated enough of an effort to be a real alternative to a gas-powered car.
It's true.
Frankly, the driving experience sometimes it feels so disconnected that you may be better off saving your money, buying a Prius, and driving it around with an Oculus.
I totally forgot.
Yeah, that was a pretty scary.
Yeah.
It's yet another one of our shots where someone else had to watch this.
It was like, all right, because we're going pretty decent clip there.
Yeah.
Like 20 or 30 miles an hour. I was like, all right, go ahead, I guess. I will film and try to look forward.
Yeah. One of the funny things is pretty much everything you've said is like taken from a review of like a different, we didn't actually take it, but like that stuff has all been said about whatever plug-in hybrid.
It's kind of like current journalist opinion about the Chevy Volt.
Like when the gas motor comes on, it's very noticeable.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also remember we had that joke we were going to say like a pros and cons list that we never did. And we were going to say too many gizmos. The cons are like too many gizmos and the paint paint was brittle.
We didn't put that in.
No, we were gonna say like paint was brittle. And we are gonna spell it wrong.
Birtle.
Yeah, Birtle. And we were gonna do a shot of like a silver car in the junkyard. Just like scratching it with a rock. Like, see how shitty the paint is? Just like. Yeah, there are a couple things. We also wanted to do something where we were like eating a full plate of nachos and like tripping into the car. And they were like spilling like a Mountain Dew Code Red on it and stuff. There's a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, on the junkyard.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of stuff where we're just like, no, we can't.
Yeah, this video also came in pretty long.
Yeah.
So.
I can see because like the beginning drags pretty bad. Like even though what you're saying is funny, like it's just all inaccurate stuff, but just
it's like high level humor.
Yeah,
you know,
it's people clicking on the video, seeing a 918. They're expecting like you gotta fast paced action music. Yeah,
we just I don't know of a way that we could have made that kind of video.
Exactly, because we can't do that with this car.
Yeah.
Unless we buy one.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean we could.
Not at all. It has its merits, and the technology is very impressive. From its self-driving capabilities to its comprehensive, if clunky, infotainment.
A little Apple iTunes humor.
Yeah, that was like
that was the YouTube album that was forced onto your.
It just showed up on people's phones.
I love
and they
this.
Lost their shit. Don't you ever put shitty music on my iTunes. Pretty sweet.
But for me, a hard-working, simple guy, I like my sports cars pure, sporty, and honest. Porsche calls this car progress. But progress toward what exactly? More and more I'm convinced, if you want a pure, involving driving experience, you may be better off looking to the past instead of the future.
On the way home from filming that, it was like a pretty good stretch of road. And we were like punched in that thing.
Let it give the
we
beans.
finally let it loose. And that car was so fucking fast.
Yep.
It was like
violent.
It was insane. It was insane. And I think I went 0 to like
110 or something.
Like 100. And it was just like it was not.
Yeah,
it felt like it finally hit full power at like 80 or 90.
Yeah,
like I finally.
Okay, now we're gonna.
I finally have traction. It was just nuts. It was nuts. That car was just. That was the moment I was like, "This is so much more car."
It's probably the fastest car I've been in.
Yeah, it's like a 9-second car.
Yeah.
From the factory or something. It's just like it was insane.
Yeah,
it was insane.
The year was 2002. Companies like Google and Amazon ruled the markets as conflict in the Middle East ruled the headlines.
It's like such a sweet.
Obviously, that joke is like all that stuff is the same.
Yeah, is it clear that like all that stuff is still the same?
Yeah.
Like I hope people understand.
Conflict.
Yeah, and like Pepsi and Coke and stuff and superhero movies.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Like I just haven't seen anyone explicitly.
Is anyone like, oh, I get that?
Like call that out. I'm assuming people understand it.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
That was the joke.
Superhero films cleaned up at the box office, while Pepsi and Coke battled for soft drink supremacy. It was a much different time.
Pretty sweet.
Meanwhile, at his Scuderia deep in the village of Maranello, Enzo Ferrari was putting the finishing touches on his passion project. A car that he hoped would push the definition of sporty to a whole new level.
Yeah, we kept using the term sporty to refer to like hypercars.
I also like how we're saying that Enzo Ferrari like designed.
Designed it himself and fucking named it after himself.
Yeah.
It's like so conceited.
It's kind of like Matt Damon from Team America.
Yeah.
You'll see in it.
Matt Damon.
Of legitimacy to his scrappy car company.
Oh man.
This was a car
there
that
it
was
is.
so ambitious, so beautiful, and so perfect that when he stepped back from his drawing board to admire his creation, there was only one name that came to mind.
Fucking naming it
called
after
it
himself.
Enzo.
So this
Named after himself.
Yeah, he called it Enzo.
called it Enzo. Yeah, pretty good.
Oh, we're funny.
This intro, the La Fortuna, or whatever that song is called.
Yeah.
And then this series of shots where it's like intro shot, slow-mo rolling toward the camera, and then I wanted the rear shot to be kind of rolling into like a sunset.
Yeah.
But this into the piano thing was in my mind. That like anchored the video.
Right.
I had that in my mind.
This was like the selling point.
Yeah, I was like, I've got to get this thing. And I just really was. I didn't like any of the shots we got. The first one's pretty good, but like
rolling into
the second one's kind of weak.
Just because like even though we got it running and smogged, we weren't fully comfortable driving it more than like 5 miles away from wherever it was. Yeah,
it was like a mile away.
Yeah.
I thought this turned out okay, but and then I had to fuck with the audio on this so that YouTube wouldn't pick it up.
Oh, right.
But I was like, I have to use this song.
Yeah.
It's like this is the most epic.
Yeah.
Like over the top unveiling song.
And this is when we like really went in on like the Top Gear, like over the top visual. Like every car they show.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's gonna be like white painted and like all this shit. Like,
Yeah.
just like over the top visuals.
I remember trying to film these slow-mo shots too, as I had just gotten my 5D, which can film slow-mo, but it's like image stabilization when filming car to car is terrible. And like now we realize that iPhones are like so much better filming car to car.
I guess an iPhone wouldn't have got this shot.
Yeah.
A drone would have done it.
Right.
But we really struggled to get even these shots.
Yeah.
I mean, we were just like, we're out there for like hours.
Yeah.
Right.
Sweet.
So sweet.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
I remember right after you did that, it started
It was like
leaking oil. Yeah.
Because we were like, man, should we even, is this thing,
Yeah,
I think that
was one of the last shots we filmed with it, was you trying to attempt to do donuts and stuff like that. Yeah.
It's like, all right, we'll see if it blows up. It was a pretty sweet shot, though. So sweet.
What is beauty? What is elegance?
This is one of my favorite sequences that we've ever shot. It's so stupid.
Can a machine?
Can a machine feel emotion?
We're going to go even further with that. You remember, we were like, what does it mean to be human? We're going to show like an atom bomb.
Yeah.
You know? Remember that? What is the peak of human suffering and like, you know, the like North Korean army marching.
Right.
And like, we were going to get really fucking weird with it. We didn't. I wish we'd done the atom bomb thing.
Yeah.
And that would have made this.
Yeah.
What is the essence of the human soul? Just fucking like 2 more minutes of it. That's what would have changed this video.
I just like how it's already like one intro and then it goes into another.
Yeah.
This is the real video we wanted to have.
Yeah. Yeah, we should have made the Porsche thing like, 1 minute long instead of 4 or 5 minutes long.
Well, honestly, part of it was like, you had really argued that we should split this into 2 videos.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? You're like, this is too much for one video. Like, there's too much going on. It was like, it has to be
cohesive.
one, it has to be one video. But,
Right.
like, there's something to that. But, I don't know. I mean, whatever. It is what it is now. Sweet windshield.
These are the questions that Ferrari sought
This
to
shot,
answer when they designed.
and here, let's just, like, put a screenshot of it here.
That's from the actual Top Gear.
Yeah, Top Gear reviewed an Enzo, and this is like
Dead
an
on.
identical shot. Well, close enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Where it's like Clarkson hanging out of it.
And built the Enzo. Did they succeed? Well, there's only one way to find out.
I think this is the audio from the Top Gear thing too.
No, this is this audio is from a V6 Camaro at a track day.
Oh, that's right.
It's actually a little too cool sounding.
Yeah.
We were like, I wish it was like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We tried to make it sound weak.
Yeah, I was like, I wish we had, because the actual car sounded weak as hell. It's kind of, it's like missing. It's like running like 5
This car really sucks.
Yeah, it's like really bad, and we kind of ended up making it sound like a little too good. But it is what it is.
Right away, we've got a big, proper V12 in the rear, back wheel drive with posi, and a lightweight carbon
sweet.
fiber monocoque. This thing's the stuff of enthusiast dreams. You just have to take one look at the F1 style
So
game
sweet.
cluster to know you're in something special. And then the brakes pull you down. Oh, like traffic on the M1 outside Chesterhamshire on the night of the Queen's Diamond Jubilee. And then
Do you remember?
What were the other versions of that?
I don't know, but we batted that back and forth quite a bit.
Some real British.
Right.
Yeah, we wanted because they always do that shit on Top Gear.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "Oh, take
The B116.
A roads
Yeah.
and like all this shit that like, you don't care about, and they're all super proud of and stuff." Like what? I don't.
The Queen's Diamond Jubilee.
That's a real thing, though. Do you remember? It's like, well, see if you can find something that sounds like very British. It's like the Queen's
Jubilee.
Diamond Jubilee, which apparently is a thing. We don't know what it is beyond it exists. You know, Chesterhamshire is not.
Yeah, and not a real.
Pretty sure it's not.
Or
real.
is it?
Maybe.
It might be real.
pull back into the throttle and oh god, gear change after gear change. It's savage. I wish you were here to feel this.
It's going like 20. This took like this exact shot.
Oh yeah,
right there.
to line it up.
Took a lot of takes.
Yeah.
God damn, that thing is stupid looking.
We're dropping that door on purpose.
Okay, look, Poindexter. Here's the thing. If you're the type of car enthusiast who judges a supercar using a calculator, then sure, the 918 is gonna have some advantages over the Enzo. Like fuel efficiency, top speed.
When we filmed this, the owner, that's the owner of the 918 driving it.
Yeah.
And he was like, I think he was like on his phone looking up like, how do you do traction control? Like we just drove out to kind of the sticks and we're like bustling about like setting up the cameras and stuff. And I think he like looked up how to do it. And we're like setting up the tripod. Do you remember that? He launched.
Yeah.
He like did a launch.
Little test.
And left like 20 feet of rubber and a fucking 90. It's just like probably the coolest thing I've ever seen. He just like did a test launch.
Not on camera or anything.
Not on camera, yeah. I don't think we have it recorded. But it was just like, holy fuck. I was like, okay, pretend that wasn't like amazing and keep setting this up. But then when we actually did the race, he just floored it.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
didn't do a launch,
Right.
which is too bad. I think it was too much pressure. Not that he was worried about losing. I don't even think he's flooring it here. Like,
Probably not.
Like it sounds like he
Like the gap it seems pretty small. Like it should be way bigger.
Yeah, actually, I think I remember him saying he was not flooring it.
Yeah.
Because that car is just so violently fast.
I think like initially we wanted it just to be like just gone. Like
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
even close.
I think he was just like not comfortable. 'Cause,
Right.
I mean, I don't blame him. The thing is, I mean, he's on it, but like, I don't think that was like
Full B.
what it needed. I went for it. On the other hand,
yeah.
the Fury. That's all she had.
That's all she's got.
So yeah,
Nothing left in the tank.
Yeah, that's it.
Build quality.
So like it should be like 20 seconds between.
The
Yeah.
83 Plus Silver Edition.
I remember in this shot, I think we just kept filming because we were like batting back lines back and forth and we never stopped the camera. And there's this one shot where you're looking up and to the left at Garrett. And just with the lighting, like we turned it into a still frame and like almost like I wanted to make like a poster of it or something.
That is actually the you don't know this, but I handle it.
Yeah.
Every time we get a new top tier patron, I send out a postcard
Oh,
of that frame.
of that frame?
The
Oh,
frame
okay.
that you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
so everyone in the audience, all like 20 of you who've gotten
That frame, yeah.
I
It's just like this
I
really
write
like,
on it.
yeah, it's like this epic looking shot of like
it's
Coyne.
super dumb
but
looking
in this
still
stupid-
frame
yeah.
from this
Very
exact-
motivational.
Yeah, I write follow your dreams on it. And I like send it to him.
That's pretty sweet.
It is a pretty sweet still shot.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we were filming this, those kids came up to us?
Oh, yes.
They were like some high school
No, that
youths.
was during Blaze.
No, that was this.
Was it?
Yeah,
What was this?
we were out we were just parked on the side of the road. I think we were waiting for you to
Yeah.
like go get something at home.
Oh, yeah, I think I forgot
And
something.
they walked up and they
Asked us
Checking
about
it
they
out.
were kind of like checking it out, yeah. And whenever people talk to us, we're always kind of like,
play along.
well, we always assume they know it's dumb. And so we're kind of like, haha, yeah, like, look at this thing. And they didn't really think it was dumb.
Yeah, they thought it was.
And then when we were on the way out, that kid was like, shit's hard, though. Yeah. Shit's hard.
He approved.
Yeah, he thought it was hard. It was like, okay.
Well, there you go.
That reminds me, I don't think I told this when we talked about episode 4. We talk about buying this thing.
Yeah.
If people want to go back and watch that. But when I bought it, did I mention this? The guy was like, I don't know if you're single, like after we'd already bought it and everything, and we're like pushing it out on the street to tow it. And the seller of the Fieri is like, I don't know like what your relationship status is if you're single or not, but try to crack something in this. Which, first of all, I've never heard anyone say crack something.
Yeah, it's a very
We're still working on that.
Yeah, try to crack something in this.
Do you mean actually inside?
Yeah. Hook up with someone in this car
with all the wires and stuff dangling.
Yeah, like lure
death trap,
unsuspecting female.
Well, I mean, the passenger side door does not open. Like you literally, the driver has to pop it with the key fob.
In all seriousness,
you
he actually was like, I think at that moment it was like, he thinks I'm buying this because this is like a cool car, and I'm gonna like pull chicks with it. I was just trying to imagine, like, what woman
would voluntarily get into this thing?
Who is the girl getting into this thing and then being cracked in? like accepting a ride, maybe.
Yeah.
if it's like a thunderstorm and you're walking.
Pretty sure you could like kick a hole through like the side door.
Yeah. I was like, I can't believe there's no one else here to hear that line. Try to crack something in this. Still haven't.
So any ladies any ladies out there who are interested?
Anyone out there? Yeah. Sorry, I let him down.
Can't calculate for you. Soul. That certain X factor. What our Italian viewers might be familiar with as calling quattro formaggio. Put this car next to the 918.
This like shot. I remember we parked them next to each other and we backed up and turned around and saw this, and we were just like,
wow.
It was like a solid 5 minutes of just laughing. It's like, holy shit. Never has that car's proportions been more obviously bad than if you put it next to something with proper proportions.
Wow.
Come alive.
They're both mid-engine.
Feels like a car humans designed and not robots. Unlike the sterile experience of the 918, the Enzo's charm is in its imperfections. And this is a car with a lot of charm.
Yeah, that's
no
the
way
actual
around
sound.
it.
Yeah.
What? Oh,
that was the actual. That's what.
Oh yeah. That was.
Yeah.
The Enzo is an irrational car, and let me warn you, it'll make you do irrational things to own it, like selling your house and most of your possessions.
There's like another version of this.
Best car ever made.
The like outro, or like going against all of your friends and family's advice and like disowning your daughter, like
cutting off all relationships.
Yeah, it was like mortgaging your father's house, and like went all weird. Oh man.
Well, you've got no other choice. The Enzo is it. But if you want an Enzo, you can't have this one. Because this one is mine.
Yeah, the joke was supposed to be that he paid like $500,000.
Till next time.
Pause.
I remember. I remember when we were filming this, like we were deciding whether or not you should drive off the curb or like how violently you should do it.
The fucking thumbnail.
Yeah, that's true.
No. Dang, not a bad idea. Yeah, like, does anyone even remember that this video opened with a 918 at this point?
Yeah.
Like, who gives a shit? We were way off base.
But I remember with this, like, I think I wanted you to go even farther.
Yeah, you wanted me to like go up into that bush.
Yeah.
Because it's like just any of this stuff. It's like the crazier you go, the funnier it is.
Right. Yeah.
You know, just fucking run this thing into the fence.
Yeah.
Like you think it's gonna be
crumple the nose.
Yeah. That's gonna be less funny. Like Go straight into a wall.
Yeah, you just like driving like at least halfway up.
Yeah, you want me to like go like the other tire up and like fucking lose it into the tree or something. Yeah.
We should make a GIF of that.
Yeah, it's still pretty good.
Were those sounds natural, or do we?
Yeah.
No. That's someone throwing a Barbie electric car into a trash compactor. It's an ample, apt description.
I forgot what was the thing behind the end song.
Oh, so this was.
I remember all the comments were like, "When you really want your video," and it happened to be that way, right? You didn't purposely make the video 9 minutes and 18 seconds long. Right?
Here is the full story behind this. Those. Whatever.
A deep cut.
Well, yeah, because my parents watched this, but whatever. I was making the
piano.
The piano.
Shout out to Mike's parents.
Yeah, hi, mom and dad. I was making the piano for the what is, and that's in GarageBand. And GarageBand, they recorded. If you hold the note, they recorded like 30 seconds of a piano thing. That's why you could drag it out so long. And so when I was recording those, it was like pretty late at night, and I was just super high. I was like pretty fucking blazed. And so I was recording those, and I started just fucking around.
Pounded on the keyboard.
Well, because they give you a
little,
it's like a little mock.
It's a virtual keyboard.
On the screen.
Yeah.
And I was playing it with the trackpad.
Oh.
And if you press down and drag the mouse, it'll like do key to key. And I was dragging it like this and creating music and just I was laughing so hard at how bad it could sound. And so I recorded this track as just one of those sessions, like fucking with it. And then I there was someone's like drum solo. I found someone's drum. Oh no, it might have been even a GarageBand.
It's probably like a built-in.
Yeah, it was a built-in loop
sample. Yeah,
that's what it was. I added that on top of it, and then the club horns. But that's the origin behind the
outro song.
The outro song was I was just fucking around with GarageBand one night. I also you don't have to pause it, but like. I just love the idea of if you're watching this on a phone, you're staring at a blank phone.
Yeah.
Come on.
So there's like
expecting something to come on. Yeah,
thousands of people sat through this. Fucking like
something was gonna happen. Yeah. Just going.
I feel like you get a contact high just listening.
Can you imagine? I'm just sitting there alone. The other thing I'll say about this video, once and for all, total 100% coincidence that it's 9 minutes and 18 seconds long.
Because it's really not even that funny.
100% coincidence. Did not realize it until people started commenting on it.
It's weird because on the thumbnail, it shows the length of the video on the thumbnail. It says 9:19 on the thumbnail.
The video output is 9:19.
But then, at the very bottom of the
in the video,
the time.
And it's like one of the most commented things.
Yeah.
Super not even. Didn't even think about it. We've never addressed that.
No, we're not that smart.
You're just
clever.
Set the record straight.
Yeah, and people thought that the song was added to get it there. It's like,
right.
Nope, just being a dick. Just making you listen to my fucking drug-induced terrible music. So yeah, that was the. I forgot about that ending. He's so stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know why this video didn't go viral.
Yeah. So
snappy.
Yeah, I mean. I don't know. I guess it was disappointing how it did.
The thing is about it though, it's like I'm not surprised.
No,
like it's very funny to a certain audience.
Yeah, like a niche.
But you kind of have to wait for the payoff.
Right.
Yeah,
it was still structured in a way that like we liked, and not a way to get like maximum eyeballs.
Like there are videos where just in general, not car bros, where like you'll show someone, be like, oh, check out this video, and like they're awkward to watch.
Yeah,
Right.
because
If it's not like a 6-second GIF
Right.
of
Yeah.
a cat, and you're like, someone's showing you a video, and you're like watching
You
it
have to,
over
like,
their
sell it to
shoulder, and it's like long. This is kind of that video.
Right. Yeah.
It's like it's funny and it's fun to consume alone.
Yeah.
But it's not.
it's not something you share or
It's
pass
not-
around.
it's like a lot of Car Bros videos are like that, where like they're funny when you're by yourself. They're funny sitting at your desk at work, but they're not good videos to watch in a group.
Right. Or
you
like
know?
pass around to everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or to pass around. This video is very much that. It's like a private consumption.
Yeah. I think if anything, we just put too much in, which
yeah,
is
it was
fine,
just
but
it was just a lot of polish.
Yeah.
like I said, we probably could have made it like we have access to a 918, so let's make a funny 918.
What can we do with a
video,
918?
And then let's do something dumb with which we sort of came back with Blaze in a way to
Yeah. That was we'll
fix
get to
that.
Blaze. Gymkhana and Final Race were kind of like that, where it's like a group could watch those videos.
Yeah.
They're funny. There's no like slow parts. It's like the pace
Right.
is pretty good. This, it's like.
There's no dialogue in either.
And
like
the
Gymkhana and
the
Final Race.
jokes aren't obvious.
Yeah.
So that's why I say like I'm not shocked
right.
that this didn't do as well as.
Yeah, I guess I don't know if it's disappointing. It's just we probably put as much time and money into this as any video we've ever made.
Yeah, this in a lot of ways is like the peak of the channel, or at least we thought it was.
Right.
And it was like,
At least in terms of effort expelled.
yeah. Because I remember thinking like Gymkhana, then we'll make a Patreon,
Right.
and like this is gonna like rocket us.
It's like we're
And we were very wrong.
We're definitely not 3 years from now just going to be making podcasts, like scraping by. We're going to be in mansions by the end of the year.
Yeah.
And so it was like, oh shit, that didn't like do.
I mean, people posted it, but it didn't have that like
Right. It just does.
You have to see
And it
it.
doesn't.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it doesn't suck you in. You know.
I think a lot of our core audience
Loves
type
it.
of people
Yeah.
saw it and liked it and whatever.
Right.
But it's just like we expected, given the subject, given that car,
Given that we had the dumbest car on earth
Yeah.
and access to one of the coolest.
yeah, there was a
cars on
way to stir the ingredients around that would have been like sensational,
More accessible,
accessible and successful. But with that said, I'm still proud of it.
No,
I
yeah.
still
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
But like if someone who isn't a like crazy car nerd is interested in
You
car
don't
bros,
watch
this is not the video I would suggest that they watch or that kind of thing. But
All right.
yeah, Porsche 18
It was a good experience.
Enjoy. All right,
Back in the old studio.
into the studio.
Thanks, boys.
Thanks, guys. Should have just wrapped it up there.
Yeah.
But anyways, that was a bit of a lengthy one, but
Hopefully you liked it.
unimportant one.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for being here. Special thanks to our patrons. If this was the episode that convinced you, I am glad to
That's
finally become a patron. Good choice.
Excellent.
Good for you. We're all proud. Thanks for being here. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.
See you.
Bye-bye.